So we're going to talk a little bit about K-pop Demon Hunters and one of their voice actors who has found himself in a bit of hot water. So as you know, K-pop Demon Hunters, very successful on Netflix. It's one of their highest viewed movies, if not highest viewed movie of all time. They put it in theaters for 1 week. That thing made big bucks, like $20 million. It was really funny too because it pushed a Disney and a Marvel movie down the list at the box office. It's very successful, and there are a lot of reasons for the success of this. I've gone over them many times. People are sick of Hollywood bullshit, and they're looking for something different. However, one of the voice actors for a character goes by the name ProZD. Very big platform, actually. 4 million something subs on YouTube. Big Twitter following. Plays this character in the movie. The speaking voice, not the singing voice. And he gets a lot of work. He's also become something of a meme. This is him right here in the meme. But the reason everyone is talking about this guy is because of this casting. So TuneHive posted this. Voice cast for the Knights of Guinevere. Pilot has been unveiled. The new pilot will release on YouTube on September 19th. And boy, oh boy, I can't wait to see the comment section for this. So here he is right here, ProZD, who has left Twitter, by the way. And the reason that that's happening is because it turns out he is a big advocate for authentic representation in voice roles. So he came out and made tweets like, I can't voice anybody other than an Asian now. This was, I think, after he made his big push to have authentic roles. He flipped out because of a character in Bleach being cast as a white woman who played her in the original anime and was going to be brought back. And for a second, they were talking about replacing her with a woman of color to do the voice. And then there was backlash, so they brought the original actress back, and he had a meltdown over that. He's having a meltdown now because everybody's been making fun of him, saying, hey, not cool that an Asian guy is playing a non-Asian, because he made such a big deal about it. And because of that, he is now locked down social media and claims that he is done, because people have been calling him out. And he's saying, oh, people are taking my words and having bad faith arguments. But is it a bad faith argument? Because you literally got on your sword for this. You made a push, and this dude's getting tons of roles. I mean, he's in K-pop Demon Hunters. He's in a bunch of other shit. Like, they're giving this guy a shitload of work. Probably because he's a big progressive. And, of course, a lot of people in the industry shoot themselves in the foot by clapping for this garbage. It shouldn't matter who you are for a voice acting role. What should matter is how much your voice matches the character. Like, who gives a shit what somebody looks like for a voice role? And, by the way, most of the roles coming out of Japan for anime, for people that do dubbing, like just about all of them are Asian characters. It should not matter. It should not matter who does the dub as long as they're talented and they sound good and they match how the character looks. Personally, I think you should get somebody that can sound like the Japanese character. But I like subs. None of this truly matters to me because I like to watch Japanese subtitles. If it's an English-made show or movie, that's different. But when it comes to Japanese anime, I like watching it in Japanese. And I could care less who's voicing the character as long as they do a good job when it comes to English stuff. But this push to make everything, diverse behind the camera, you can't even see the person. Who cares? It's a stupid thing to get upset about. And it's caused a bunch of problems. And this guy was a big advocate for that shit. But then here he is taking a white role. once again proving when it comes to this kind of stuff, once again, white people are the punching bag. Anybody can voice those characters, I guess. It doesn't matter in that case, which in itself is kind of freaking racist, but they say it's not. You can't be racist for hating on that group, which is stupid, it's dumb, and most people don't stand with that. I think it's bad in all forms. But yeah, he ran off Twitter, made this statement. He's calling it bad faith, and everyone's coming out, and they're calling him out. This dude was getting massive shit for this. Everybody was making fun of him. Isn't this the guy who screamed from the rooftops people should only exclusively VA characters the same race as themselves? Yes. Oh, and then you got some people that seal clap and come in and say, that's a misconstruction of what he actually meant, which was maybe casting directors should consider POC VAs for POC roles. The exclusively part gets added in by bad faith actors to make it sound worse than it actually is. Your whole argument is bad faith. So here's another one. And you can see it. This was his meltdown. Stuff. The recast was already unacceptable, but this is just effing yikes. This is for the bleach thing that he's saying. But here's his own words. And this is somebody dunking on that Mother's Basement guy. This is why I don't interact with the overall anime community, because it's on, especially on YouTube, it's full of these people, pronouns and their shit. I don't like woke people. So, anyway, let's go on with this.
Couple of things before we go. You being an Asian, actor, voice actor, now actor. Everybody talks about diversity, and I'm not here to be too controversial or point fingers or anything like that. But speaking of diversity, and you now starting to venture out into live action acting, how do you feel about, I guess, you being again being Asian? Do you feel like your opportunities are limited? Or do you feel like more opportunities would be open to you if you were a white male, being by what you've seen so far?
I definitely would have more opportunities if I were white, for sure. There's no doubt about that. But
this guy gets a lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities. He's literally in Kpop Demon Hunter. But this is older, to be fair. Pretty sure this is an older video. Got more opportunity, I'm sure, after he whined and cried, falling on his sword over on X and shit. Pretty sure that he got more opportunities after that. And now he's literally doing what he said was wrong.
I think there have been.
But keep in mind, remember, you pointing this out, and it's going to happen. You pointing this out and saying, hey, you're kind of being a hypocrite here. They're going to end up calling you racist. Because remember, it doesn't matter when it comes to a white person. And if you speak out against that and say it's hypocritical, you are the racist in that situation. You're actually the racist.
Changes in a positive way, and not just for Asians, but for all for different races, different genders. There have been steps, and it has been improving. I mean, even comparing now to let's say 5-10 years ago, it's definitely changed. I think studios are.
I believe it's changed too. Voice acting was better 5-10 years ago. Voice acting was better 5-10 years ago. It's worse now because it's full of a bunch of hacks.
Hey, we should cast authentically. So there have been some good steps. We still have a long way to go. And I'm just.
Yeah, we have a long way to go. Eventually, he'll get all the roles, and then everything will be good.
Hoping that as time goes on, more and more doors will open for diverse talent, and we still have a long way to go though. But
yeah, there's still white people in the community. We need to get rid of them, get them out of there. then everything will be good once they're all gone. So, yeah, this guy got ran off Twitter. He'll be back when it all dies down. But what a shit show. And, you know, he's getting some fair criticism here because he's a hypocrite. And it's not going to die down. But like all these people, they crave the attention. He'll be back. He'll fire up that account again and take that private shit off. And I'm sure the memes will continue. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.